It's not long now until the iPhone 12 release, and we have just had an iPhone 12 design colours leak this week, and I want to share it with you. So sit back for my latest news about the Apple iPhone 12 release date and price with my latest iPhone 12 review of designs and specs. So if you want to hear the latest gaming news, tech news, reviews and comparisons, hit that subscribe button followed by the bell. Clock is ticking down to the iPhone 12 launch date, but we are still getting those leaks, including what looks like a full dummy of the iPhone 12 with the colour range exposed as well. If you follow my channel already, you will know I do a weekly video of all the latest leaks we have found out during that week for all you Apple fanboys and girls for the iPhone 12. Then after I do a recap of such details of all the iPhone 12 model specs and the iPhone 12 launch date, along with the iPhone 12 price we expect to pay for all the upcoming models. But first, before we continue on any further, we are soon approaching the 25,000 subscribers mark, and I want to give one lucky subscriber a special gift. That's right, I want to give a lucky subscriber one of these. It is an iPad mini 5th generation and comes with 256GB storage inside. To be in a chance to win this iPad mini, I'm going to let you know the details and what to do a bit later on in this video, so stay tuned. Anyway, let's dive on in on the latest iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro news. So since the iPhone 11, there's been lots of iPhone 12 leaks given, and if you want to see all of those details, do check out my other iPhone 12 videos on this channel. So let's get started with that leak of the iPhone 12 design and colours. Photos have appeared on the website 9to5Mac of the latest iPhone 12 dummy models, and they offer further clues about the design changes we can expect when the new handsets are unveiled a bit later on in the year. Like the classic iPhone 4 design and the more recent iPad Pro design from 2018 and 2020, the new iPhone has flat sides and squared off corners rather than the curvy design we've grown used to since the iPhone 6 design. Those curved edges on the iPhone have continued all the way to the iPhone 11 models and also the latest SE2, what again is a similar design to the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 8 models. The last iPhone to have the more sharp edge square look was actually the original iPhone SE, what was based on the iPhone 5 and the iPhone 5S. You can see in the pictures here from the side of the new iPhone 12 what looks to be the 5.4 inch model that the design is a very iPhone 4 look, and the main differences is the glass on the sides of the iPhone 12 that are much thinner than on the original iPhone 4 design. It is worth pointing out again that these are only dummies and the colours might not be correct in these photos. However, we do know we'll be getting a midnight blue that I spoke about a few months ago for the iPhone 12 Pro models for a new colour range. However, it looks like for the iPhone 12 normal models, so this is the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 12 Max, we'll be getting some striking colours of a light blue, red, yellow, green, a pinky purple, white and black. This is reminding me of the iPhone 5C that came out some years ago with some striking colours like this, and the back of the phones were actually made out of plastic. So with that leak out of the way, let's move on to the iPhone 12 release date itself. So normally Apple always do an event in September for the iPhones, and the Apple Watch has also been squeezed into that event as well in recent years. However, this year we'll be getting an Apple Watch and an iPad reveal first before the actual iPhone 12. However, we've been informed that the iPhone event will be happening on week commencing October the 12th, with the normal iPhone 12 and the 12 Max releasing a week later. However, we've been informed, and it's also quite understandable due to the pandemic, the Pro models of the iPhone 12 will be coming out in November time, but no exact dates have been confirmed for this. So that giveaway I mentioned earlier, to be in the chance, make sure you've hit that subscribe button followed by the bell first, and then I want to know from you if you own an iPhone at the moment, and what model do you have, or maybe you even have an Android device. I would love to know in the comments below what phone you currently have and what is going to be your next. Will the iPhone 12 be your first ever iPhone? I would love to know. With the latest Note 20 announcement and soon to be the iPhone 12 release will either be on your shortlist? Let me know to be in the chance to win that iPad when we hit around 25,000 subscribers, and then I will reveal the winner. So with that leak and the release date out of the way, this is where I do a recap like in all my other iPhone 12 videos of everything we know about the 12 model specs and price. So let's start with the standard iPhone 12. And this iPhone 12 is the smallest one that will come out this year. It has a 5.4 inch display and it will be an OLED display this time instead of an LCD display like we had on the iPhone 11 and the iPhone XR and previous other iPhones as well. Its resolution comes in at 2340 by 1080. Now there has been rumours going around that all the iPhone 12s would have a 120Hz display. I'm afraid that is not the case here. It will only have a standard 60Hz display, definitely on this iPhone 12. But though you will get 4 gigs of RAM inside this iPhone 12 with the options of 128GB, 256GB storage options. On top of that as well, you do get that A14 Bionic. This is Apple's newest A chip and it will have 5G connectivity. On top of that as well, the actual phone body will actually be made out of an aluminium body this time for this iPhone 12, and the next one we'll see in a mo. On the back we have a very similar setup to the iPhone 11 where we'll have a dual camera setup. However though, we have been told that the camera lenses will be changed this year to be better. On top of that as well, the battery inside the iPhone 12 will be a 2227 mAh battery. The base model is coming in at $699 and that will give us the 4 gigs of RAM and the 128GB storage space inside. So the next iPhone is the iPhone 12 Max, not to be confused with the Pro Max, it's just 12 Max. And this iPhone will feature a bigger display than its little brother with a 6.1 inch OLED display. If you recognise 6.1, yes, that is the same display size as the iPhone 11 and the iPhone XR. This display, like I said, is an OLED display and it comes in at a 2532 by 1170 pixels. Again, it will have a 60Hz refresh rate as well. The specs are very similar to that 5.4 inch iPhone where you'll get 4 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs or 256GB storage options. Again, you get that brilliantly new A14 Bionic processor with 5G connectivity, and that body for this iPhone will be made out of aluminium as well. For camera setup, like I said, on the other iPhone it will be a dual camera setup, but we will see some new lens on it. For battery size, we get a 2775 mAh battery. The base model for this one is starting at $799 and that will give you the 4 gigs of RAM and the 128GB storage option iPhone 12 Max. So those are the normal iPhone 12s, as it were, out of the way. We're now stepping into the Pro territory, and the first iPhone 12 Pro we have is a 6.1 inch display iPhone 12 Pro. This is an increase on the 5.8 iPhone 11 Pro that came out in 2019. Again, it has an OLED display, and again it has that resolution of 2532 by 1170. Now, the next bit of information, we're getting conflicts. We have heard that the iPhones and all the iPhone 12s this year will have a 60Hz display. However, we have heard other leaks as well. There's a possibility of 120Hz, but no one can confirm which one is true and which one is not. So we'll just have to wait and see closer to the time. This iPhone though does come with 6 gigs of RAM. It comes with a choice of 128, 256 and a 512 gigabyte storage. Again, it has the A14 Bionic with 5G connectivity, but the frame this time of this body of this iPhone is actually made out of stainless steel this time. On the back we will again get that triple camera setup, and this time there is a possibility that we will have a LiDAR sensor. This is the same sensor that is on the 2020 iPad Pro. Again, this information keeps conflicting that we will get this or not, but we'll just have to wait and see. On top of that as well, we have a 2775 milliamp battery inside, the same as the iPhone 12 Max, and the base model is coming in at $999 for that 6 gigs of RAM and the 128 gigabyte storage option. Finally, we have the last one, the beast. We have the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and this iPhone comes in with a 6.7 inch OLED display with a resolution of 2778 by 1280. Again, we're unclear if it'll have the 60Hz or the 120Hz, just like the smaller Pro. And again, it comes with 6 gigs of RAM, the choice of 128, 256 or 512 gigabyte storage options. We get that A14 Bionic with 5G connectivity as well, and on top we also get that lovely new stainless steel frame body. The camera setup is similar to the Pro. We will get that triple camera setup, and again that conflict of knowing if we will get a LiDAR sensor or not. The battery inside this iPhone 12 Pro Max is a 3687 milliamp battery size. The base model is coming in at $1,099, and that will give you the 6 gigabyte RAM model and 128 gigabyte storage. For ports on all the iPhones, they will feature a Lightning connection, not a USB-C. Apple still believe that many iPhones require a Lightning connection at the moment because there are still many accessories that require that. However though, inside the box of the new iPhone 12 you will get a Lightning cable to USB-C end. And also, as I have mentioned and I've rambled on before, and I'm not going to do it this time, that is, you will not be getting a charger inside the box with that cable, and at the same time as well, no cabled AirPods either. Finally, it's also worth noting that this year all 4 iPhones will be IP68 at 4 meters of depth. So this means if you're gonna go away with your iPhone and you chuck it into a swimming pool, it can survive up to 4 meters of depth clean water up to 30 minutes before any serious damage happens to the phone. However, I wouldn't really try doing this. Watch somebody else on YouTube who does have a lot of money to waste, and also check out to see if the iPhone 12s will survive 4 meters of water. With all of that being said, are you excited about the iPhone 12 and will you be getting one? Let me know below what model you plan to buy. Well guys, that is the latest and greatest info we have on the iPhone 12 at this stage. If we do get any more info, of course we will share it with you. Don't forget, if you like this video, to press that like button, and of course to hear the latest gaming news, tech news, reviews and comparisons, please do hit that subscribe button followed by the bell. Until next time guys, see ya.